Hi, buddy. Today I want us to learn about content marketing strategy, right? And specifically, we are going to look at 10 steps to build a results driven content marketing plan. So, if you are a marketer or you are actually into the business of doing digital marketing, then you are in the right place. So, this particular tutorial is going to focus on actually how you can engage your audience, how you can know which audience maybe to target, and so on. So without wasting much time, maybe let's look at the first step. So the first crucial step is to identify your goals, right? So before you do anything, set specific time-bound goals. We normally refer to them as SMART goals. They should be specific, they should be measurable, they should be realistic, of course achievable, and they should be time bound. So why is it important for us to identify our goals? Is because clear goals give you direction, help you measure success, and keep you focused. So as you can see, you could be having some goals that you want to achieve at a given time frame, isn't it? Like for example, you could be maybe planning to increase your product sales by 30% by the end of this year, or you could be planning to boost your organic traffic by 20% in 6 months time. You could be also planning to grow your email subscribers through email marketing by 15% this quarter. So allow me just to take you through my website to see how actually I want to set the goals. This is courtesy of Google Skate. So let me just take you to the to my website so that you can see how to place these particular goals. Alright, so if you're a content creator like myself, you can see I have one of my websites. So I just want to show you how you can define your goals. You can see here what are your top goals for this particular site. So ideally I want to select the goals for my sites. So I just need to select up to 3 answers. So retain visitors, turn them into loyal readers. Actually that's one of my main goal. Find new topics and write about that is also my another goal, and of course grow my audience. So I'm limited to only 3 goals, right? So I just wanted you to maybe know how you can create some kind of goals. So you can see the other goals here are to generate more revenue, help my content rank in better position. So I think I can even change this because it has limited me. I'm using one of the plugins for Google, that is Google Sitekit. You can also use it, right? Maybe I can disable that. I feel that this one is much more better goal, help me my content rank. I like that, right? So and then you can proceed and click next. So I was actually in the process of defining my goals, right? So I have already defined my goals and here they are. You can see here they are. So that's the first step that you should actually do when you want to come up with a very nice content marketing strategy. So let's look at the second step in our formulation of this particular strategy. So the second step is actually to define your target audience. Now, who is your target audience? So you can't create content if you don't know who you are creating it for. So you need to understand where they coming from, which gender they are, maybe the age group. All these, right, are very important information when you want to formulate a given content strategy. So that's why understanding your target audience is very, very crucial. So it helps you tailor your content to your audience specific interests and needs, and you choose the right channels for your content. Like for example, if your audience are people who like using TikTok, you can always channel your content to TikTok. If they prefer Facebook, you can also do that. So how are you going to then fine-tune how to find the information about your target audience? So you can use survey. There's some tools like SurveyMonkey, Google Forms. So you can just create some Google form and maybe ask your audience maybe how you would like to attend to them in terms of content. The other one that maybe I want to show you is how to maybe define or understand where your target audience come from using Google Analytics. So it helps you understand their demographic information, so that at least when you are doing marketing or content marketing, you know where they are. So let's go back to my site so that we have an understanding of how to define your target audience using Google Analytics. All right. Of course, I was to use the Google Analytics on my website, but I can see it's not giving the right maybe information. So I've decided to use the one that you can find within YouTube channel. As you can see, I've opened my YouTube channel here. And what you need to do if you have a YouTube channel is just to click on the analytics, and on top here you can see there is a lot. So there's content. You can look at how your content is performing. So you just click on the content and you can see of course to this you can see how there's a progressive way of maybe measuring how my content is performing over time, right? And of course being a very small channel, maybe could not get a lot. So if you're there and you're joining us for the very first time, just take a second, click on that subscribe button, so that we change the statistics here, isn't it? And even like that particular video. Now let's look at let's click on audience, because we are trying to determine how to find who is our audience. So once you click on the audience here, you can see the returning viewers, unique viewers. You can see how my audience are interacting with my content, the ones that they like most. All right, you can see from there. Then if you scroll down a little bit, you'll see when they are active, right? When they are active on YouTube. So these are concentrated color, purple color, I believe, is when they are always available, right? If you scroll a little bit down again, you can see the other information about. So the gender here that likes my channel is actually male, and of course followed, of course, female is on the lower side. Then age bracket of my audience is actually between 18 to 24, and of course 25 to 34. So I can make a conclusion that actually my audience here, they are youthful, and most of them are male. So it allows me to have some clear perspective of who my audience are actually or they are. So you can see in detailed breakdown, right? So you can see these are my audience. So it enabled me to create content that targets the right audience. So that's the second step. So quickly moving forward, let's look at the third step, is to learn your competitors. So you have to analyze your competitors, right? So you can't really be on the safe side if you don't know whom you are competing with. So analyzing your competitors' content gaps will reveal some given topic opportunities. So I always recommend, if you want to analyze your competitors, Google Trends is one of the tools that you can always use, and of course we have a SimilarWeb. So allow me to show you how you can analyze your competitors using these particular two tools, so that at least you reinforce your understanding on how to analyze competitors. So like I'd mentioned, using Google Trends is very, very free. This is one of the products for Google, and it gives you some kind of maybe a way of analyzing your competitors. So what you need to do is just to search for Google Trends here, and then you click on the Google Trends link. It's going to open for you the dashboard that allows you to do some kind of competitor analysis. Actually, there are a lot of things that you can do in terms of maybe looking at which product or which particular word is trending and so on. So once you're here, what you need to do is to click on the Explore. Right? If you click on the Explore here, then it gives you a way of maybe trying to define who your competitors are and compare them, right? So like you can see, my current location here is Kenya. So that means I'm restricted to maybe analyzing competitors within Kenya. So what you need to do if you're in another country is just to click on that drop down arrow and select the country that your competitors are, and maybe you want to analyze them. So I leave it the way it is, though I hope it's going to give me the proper results. So as you can see, the other thing is that I was trying to look at my competitors, so I was searching for learning websites, right? So this is just something that I'm doing very, very fast. So we realize that in Kenya we have Dawati being listed, and of course you have Kenya Education Cloud and my Mlango. So I will try to maybe analyze, or rather compare the let's maybe compare the two. Let's say Dawati Online. I hope it's going to give us some. So let me see Dawati Online. I don't know. Okay, let's search for that. Let's see. Okay, nothing is actually coming through. Or we can maybe analyze one of the websites, because I'm looking at a website that maybe is people are using most of the time. So maybe I can analyze Tuko website. Just type Tuko website. Okay, let's search for this. I can see it's okay, I saw it somewhere here. So let me just remove again. Kindly pardon, because we need to get it right. Tuko website. Okay, I can see it is tuko.co.ke. Okay, maybe you can also look at we can compare this with another news website. Maybe we can say Star. We also have Star. I don't know, it's always called Star website. Star website. Star News. I think it's a news website. Star News website. Oh, let's just use the Nation Media website, because we're talking about content. So we want to look at the content from these different websites. Okay, let me just get the right. All right, I think for clarity purposes, I've decided just to use two common news platforms that we have here in Kenya, so that we can analyze the competitors. So we have Tuko, and of course we have Nation. These are well-known newspaper, platforms that provide news here in Kenya. So you can see it kind of Google Trends gives you some kind of comparison aspect. So let's say if you are Tuko, over the past 12 months, you can analyze your competitor, who is actually a Nation newspaper. So if you scroll down, you can see how the Nation is performing in terms of maybe the interest in how the content is being consumed across the different towns, as you can see, right? Yeah, if you scroll down, you can see here how Tuko is actually being consumed, right? So these are queries that actually people use to get to Tuko, right? So if you scroll down again, you can see the related. So you can always compare your competitor, or how your competitor is performing using Google Trends. The other way to do some competitor analysis is using, you can see I've opened the Tuko, is using the SimilarWeb tool. I've already installed it. Is actually Chrome. It's a Chrome tool that you can always it's an extension here. You can see if you click on it. Okay, this is SimilarWeb. It's a free tool. You can use it to analyze also your competitors' traffic, right? You can see the pages per visit. This is within the time frame of 1 month ago, so 28 days, I believe. So monthly visits for Tuko is 4 million, right? So you can scroll down, you can see people, the keywords that are being used, and of course you can see the countries, how it ranks, right? The top countries, you can see also it's giving you the marketing mix of how searches are being done to get to Tuko website. Now these are very good analysis if you want to compare or get to understand how your competitor is performing in terms of maybe traffic, and where actually you can see the geographical aspect representation of how people are consuming this particular content, right? Let's look at the other competitor, which happens to be Nation. So just also click on the Similarweb, and we can also have a look. You can see on the right side how it compares against Tuko in terms of traffic. So if you scroll down, you can see, right, the keywords that are being used, right, how it ranks in different regions. You can see the top countries, and you can see the marketing mix, right? So ideally, that is how we can use the tools to do our competitor analysis. So you can also try them. So let's look at the fourth step. So ideally, the other thing that you need to do as the fourth step is to research topic ideas. So now that you know who your audience are, so it's very important to tailor your topics to the right audience, right? So it will allow you to maybe conduct some thorough keyword research to find more topics. So which tools are appropriate for this matter? So again, you can use ChatGPT. I believe you know how to use it. So what you need to do is just to prompt ChatGPT. I think I won't really go and show you how to use it. For example, if my domain is about education, so you can always ask ChatGPT to give you relevant topic ideas for your blog, or rather for your website, so that you address the needs of your customers, or rather your audience, right? The other free tool that you can use is Google Keyword Tool. So you just need to or have a Gmail for the Google, and then it can always give you this particular keyword tool, right? And of course, you also need to use Google search engine result page. Allow me to show you maybe one or two of these particular tools so that you can be able to use them. So like I'd mentioned, to research for the best topic ideas within your niche, and that is going to address the concern of your audience, you can use this tool known as ChatGPT, right? Ideally, you just prompt it like which topic you want it to give you maybe more ideas. So you can just tell it, you can just type like give me topic. You can just say give me 5 blog topics about let's say about types of digital marketing. Give me marketing strategy, right? And then you just enter. So you can see it actually displays the relevant topics for you, so that you can actually write content about them, right? So that's just one way of using ChatGPT. You can actually go ahead and prompt it for further topic ideas. The other one is actually using the Google search engine itself. But like for example, we are looking for digital marketing strategy topics. So I'll just go here to Google itself and search for this topic. Just enter. You can see. So for you to have a well-defined maybe knowledge of who or what particular topic ideas to generate from this digital marketing strategy, you are always advised to check what people also ask. You can see these ones. You understand? This also gives you an idea of different topics. So what are digital marketing strategies? What are the 7 C's of digital? So all these are additional ideas that you can get for your topic. If you further scroll down, you'll see these people also search for. You can see this area. So this also gives you an idea about the same topic. So you can generate quite a number of topics from the same main topic. So I believe those particular strategies will help you reinforce your understanding of the topic ideas so that you serve your audience appropriately. So let's look at the fifth. So the fifth step is actually to decide on content formats. Now, based on understanding about your audience, then you can now decide which content formats to use. You can write blog posts, right, that actually meet the needs of your audiences. Like, for example, if you're dealing with some kind of services or you want to explain about a particular product, then blog post will give you very in-depth way of explaining on that particular product. And this is good for search engine optimization. Lengthy topics are good for Google actually prefers detailed topics, right, or detailed posts, right. The other one is that you can use ebooks. Ebooks can be used for lead generation. Like, for example, you can allow people to download ebooks within your blog so that they read further about a particular information. You can also use videos to explain a particular concept, and furthermore you can still use infographics. Now, these are just some kind of content formats that you can use. I've not even mentioned about websites. Now, all these are types of content formats that you can be able to use in order to create some nice mix of contents for your audience, right? The sixth is to create a content calendar. Very, very important. So if you want to have a well-organized content calendar, then you need to really understand how you are going to first track every step of the content creation process. Also, a well-organized content calendar will ensure that nothing falls through the cracks. It will help you plan content months in advance and so on. Maybe if you have time, you can look at Google Sheets. It's a free Google app. You can also use Trello to assist you to create some kind of content calendar. And of course, you can use Asana. On our list, number 7 is to create high quality content. Now, for you to maybe be an authority in your field, then you need to have some kind of experience on what you're talking about. Like you can see from this particular video, I have some experience of how to do this particular content marketing. So I'll always explain from what I've done, and that's what Google likes. So Google looks for experience, expertise on a particular field, how you create this particular content, authoritativeness, and trust. So these guidelines help your content rank well and gain readers' trust, isn't it? So if you're not able to understand what you're saying or to understand something, you can't really teach someone else how to do it, isn't it? So Google looks at the 4 elements. Experience, right? So you need to have some experience on a given topic. If you're not good in vehicles, you don't know how vehicles operate, you can't talk about vehicles, right? So ensure that you have experience on a particular field. Expertise also comes in. Apart from just having experience, you need to be how many years of experience, for example, do you understand this particular knowledge or skill, right? because at the end of the day you need to give the right content quality, or quality content to your audience. Then authoritativeness. Now it brings on board a lot of things. Authoritativeness is based on the experience that you have, expertise, and giving relevant examples, right, of what you have done previously. That can always give you some or can give you some kind of respect in that particular field. Of course, once people understand that you know something, then they'll start building trust with time. So they'll always check for your YouTube channel for given information, or go to your blog for given information. So ensure that you implement these particular EEAT that Google likes. Then number 8, find the most effective channels to promote your content. Now this one now depends with your budget, ideally. So if you have some good budget, you can run some email campaigns, which is very good. You can also use social media platforms which are free, so you can always just kind of generate some few content from your blog and replicate them across the platforms like Instagram, the ones that you are using. So this actually spark interest and increase reach. So if you have audience that like using TikTok, they'll find your content there. Those ones that like using Instagram, they'll find your content there, and so on. So kindly use social media platforms to replicate or promote your content. Also, you can partner with some influencers. You can collaborate them within some kind of niche. So just call them, reach out, and talk about how they can also help you promote your content. You can, if you have some budget, you can use Google Ads, right, to advertise your content. So you can use that paid advertising. Guest posting is also a good strategy that I personally use. You can always reach out to other websites that have the same content as you, and maybe tell them that you want to create some kind of post, and then you can share your link within that particular process. And then lastly, ensure that you use search engine optimization strategy. Ensure that you create well-defined keywords that people are looking for, so that when we search for your content, you can easily find them within the search engine results page. Then you need also to track and measure performance. So how are you going to track and measure performance? You can use tools such as Google Analytics, Google Console, right? This will allow you to maybe review what you have done in the past and maybe do something better. So you can always use some kind of metrics. I've shown you that. Maybe let me just take you to my website and see what we can actually track and measure in the meantime. Alright, so looking at the Google Sitekit, we can actually, for example, you can see we can take a look at the organic search. So you can see there's a negative impact here. So that means the organic search has gone down. It's currently out 71%, right, of engagement. And you can see also the total visitors, the number has dropped for some reason. You can see also the most popular blog post, right, within my website, or rather blog, right. You can also look at the how users actually get to my blog. That is the traffic, right, over time, right. So you can see, I can see the number of users with time. If you place your cursor, you can see, right. So these are just ways of understanding exactly what is happening. So you can see total impression, total clicks, unique visitors, right. So over time, you can always use this information maybe to, like you can see, I need to work on very many things, so to improve or to boost my organic traffic, right, Of course, I know there's speed here, content, and so on. So over time, we can always use this statistic to do some kind of measure the progress of our website, so that at least we can see even this, how my earnings are. You can see at some point I used to earn a lot with time, and I know why, because I've not really been that involved for the past few months, right? But I think things will change with time. So let's look at the other step, and actually this is the last one in terms of our content marketing strategy. So number 10, you need to create a content governance policy. A policy is like a guide, right, on how you're going to consistently create some kind of content that will be appealing to your audience. So consistency is the key with coming up with a proper content governance policy. So some of the things that you need to include is content approval process. Ensure that you have some people that can always review and approve your content before you publish them. Not really your friends, but it could even be some staff that you know that work in a given company and so on, or you can even share with some of your clients, right, to see what your content looks like. Style guide is also another one. Define your brand voice, tone, and writing style. Also set some quality standards, set clear benchmarks, right? Update your schedule, how often you're going to review and update your existing content, and of course within your team, ensure that you clearly define who is supposed to do what at any given time. So I believe with all these strategies or aspects that you've mentioned, 10 of them, the 10 steps to build a results-driven plan will actually assist you in actually formulating the overall digital marketing strategy for your company. So if you need some help or you need some recommendation, just share them within the comment section. If also you find that this particular information is useful, give it a like with this particular video, and of course be part of our community by subscribing. All right, thanks.